Hello, welcome to Horror and Monster Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at something really different and special, and that is this Evil Dead reel-to-reel recorder. Now this was made by Ryan at Horror Express Studios. I have quite a few pieces of his work and he does phenomenal work. I've had this for a while, but I'm finally getting off my lazy butt and doing a review on it so that I could share it with you guys because I love it so much. Now this is identical to the one that was used in both Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. The funny thing about this recorder is it was actually Bruce's dad's that they brought in and used on set. Ryan completely went through this one and cleaned it and refurbished it. The reels on it are identical to the reels used in Evil Dead 2, which were two 7-inch reels. One was unbranded, and the other one was a smoked Radio Shack reel. On the reels are recordings from Professor Knowby from Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. Ryan cleaned up both the recordings and put them on tape. And the order that it plays at is Evil Dead, what Professor Knowby says in Evil Dead, and then what he says in Evil Dead 2. And then at the end, he plays out the campy, cheesy credit outro music that they had in the movie, which I love so much. In case you're curious, this recorder does have a cover for it, but I display it with the reels installed on it. He did, however, create this super awesome Necronomicon reel holder on here. And it's done up as if it's a book, as you can see. I like how he has done the pages on here, the fake pages. And it just folds out like this, and that's how you store the reels on here. And he even has some pages of the Necronomicon installed on it. But how cool is that? He always does just really killer work, and he has such creative ideas on things, and I love that you can store it in this reel holder. Alright guys, so I've got the recorder on now, and if you're a stickler for details, you may notice that this has the rubber grommets that hold the reel in place. I think in the movies one or both of these were missing from the recorder, but I choose to have these guys on there just to keep everything in place and intact. So I will go ahead and play for you all of the recordings from Professor Knowby, and again it goes from Evil Dead to Evil Dead 2 and then the credits outro.
It has been a number of years since I began excavating the ruins of Kandar, a group of my colleagues. Now my wife and I have retreated to a small cabin in the solitude of these mountains. Here I continued my research undisturbed by the myriad distractions of modern civilization and far from the groves of academia. I believe I have made a significant find in the Kandarian ruins, a volume of ancient Sumerian burial practices and funerary incantations. It is entitled Naturam de Manto, roughly translated Book of the Dead. The book is bound in human flesh and inked in human blood. It deals with demons, demon resurrection, and those forces which roam the forest and dark bowers of man's domain. The first few pages warn that these enduring creatures may lie dormant, but are never truly dead. They may be recalled to active life through the incantations presented in this book. It is through recitation of these passages that the demons are given license to possess the living. Tatra avis trobi adapta, tantir mano mansiron hansan sopa, samanda rosa, dalis hiker dan de rosa, gandam, I know now that my myself. I have seen the dark shadows moving in the woods, and I have no doubt that whatever I have resurrected through this book shall come calling for me.
It's only been a few hours since I've translated and spoken aloud the first of the demon resurrection passages from the Book of the Dead. Now I fear that my wife has become host to a Kandarian demon. May God forgive me for what I have unleashed, sir. Last night, Henrietta tried to kill me. It's now October 1st, 1:33 p.m. Henrietta is dead. I could not bring myself to dismember her corpse, but I dragged her down the steps, and I buried her. I buried her in the cellar. God help me, I buried her on the earthen floor of the fruit cellar.
This is Professor Knowby, Department of Ancient History, log entry number 2. I believe I have made a significant find in the castle of Kandar. Having journeyed there with my wife Henrietta, my daughter Annie, and Associate Professor Edgar. It was in the rear chamber of the castle that we stumbled upon something remarkable. Natural de Monta, the book of the dead. My wife and I brought the book to this cabin, where I could study it undisturbed. It was here that I began the translations. The book speaks of a spiritual presence, a thing of evil, that roams the forests and the dark bowers of man's domain. It is through the recitation of the book's passages that this dark spirit is given license to possess the living. Recorded here are the phonetic pronunciations of those passages. Kanda, Estrata, Mantos,
Alright guys, so that's about all there is to go over on this. Hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as I do. I think Ryan with Horror Express Studios did just a tremendous job with this, and I'm thrilled to have it in my collection. I feel like if you're a super Evil Dead fan, this is a must-have. Most people have statues and busts and things like that, but this is truly unique and different to own, and I'm really thrilled to have it. I have the Prime 1 Ash on order. Hopefully that turns out good, and I may display it together. But right now, this is kind of how I have it set up in my collection room, with the Trick or Treat Studios Kandarian dagger from Evil Dead 2, and obviously the reel-to-reel recorder in the Necronomicon. I like this setup, and I'll leave the reels on the recorder because I keep my collection room pretty well dust-free. so I'm not worried about damaging the tape so much. I'm pretty anal about keeping things clean in my collection. And that way, whenever I get a wild hair, I can just turn it on and play it, and it gives me lots of joy because I'm an uber nerd. And hopefully you guys are too, and are getting enjoyment from this, because I absolutely love it, and I figured that you guys would love it as much as me. And obviously, hopefully you guys are huge fans of Evil Dead, else why would you be watching that, right? So, as always, feel free to leave any questions or comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. And feel free to like and subscribe and click the bell for notifications for new videos, and I will leave you with a couple of studio shots of this setup. Until next time, I will see you guys later.